Okay, so this is a video to show you how to sync your data with my training management system. So we're going to go ahead and log in here. And I'm going to go ahead and just log in with my Apple ID. Note that that login is a separate account to your Coach Bergenroth training management system account. So in order to use the app, you've got to use a different account, create an account. That account is there for the remote coaching aspect of things. But if you want to go ahead and sync with my system, you go ahead and hit settings in the bottom right hand corner. And then here you've got a couple of things to log in, but you're going to basically enter your email in here, and then your password, whatever that is, into the Coach Bergenroth athlete login. And then once you have done that, then click the authenticate button. It's not going to work for me right now because I don't have the right password in. But that is going to sync your app with my training management system. There are other options here for connecting with the logbook, which you can use here. If you press the authorized concept to logbook, what that's going to do is take you to the concept to logbook, and then you can log in and then authenticate. So what I can do here is demonstrate that and log in. And now I'm logged in, so I'm good. You're probably going to have to click a button to do that, to authorize the app. But once you've done that, you're going to be able to get your logbook stuff. The Coach Bergenroth coach login is really for me, so I can use the coaching functionality on the app. But for you, you just need to type in your password and email address there. Don't forget to set your max and resting heart rates, because that helps with monitoring your energy zone when you're doing workouts. You can choose percentage of max heart rate or Carvenan formula, depending on how you want the app to calculate your training zones. So once you have authenticated with the app, then you can hit training plan over here on the left hand side, and that is going to take you to your training plan, right? So you've got two tabs here. You've got past training at the bottom and future training on the right. I don't have any future training there in this test account. But basically, you can figure out, okay, so what should the workout be? Or you can click on something, and I've already got data on this one. But if you click the training details button here in the top right hand corner, that's going to pull up the training for a particular day. So if you're not sure what to do, that training details button is gonna work for you on that. In terms of like recording your data, you can click the athlete button in the top left hand corner, and I'm gonna go ahead and scan for the Concept 2. So at this point, I'm gonna turn on the Concept 2 PM5 monitor. And I may have to. It may automatically turn on, but you may have to connect the connect button on the main menu. And if you press the connect button, and then the ID number of the PM5 should show up, and you can go ahead and click that. And it's saying that remote coaching is disabled. There's a part of this app that is there for remote coaching. So if we're working in a real time session, it will enable me to see your data. But I think most of the time things are going to be asynchronous on that. So basically you go ahead and record your training using this screen. And when you're done with your training, also if you click the top right hand corner, you're going to get a force curve view of things. And I'm not currently rowing, so it's hard to see that. But if you click the top right hand corner, you go back to the metrics and so forth. So let's say I've done a workout, then you go back to the training menu here. And if I've done with the workout, I can click training data. So if I click on that, this is going to show all the training data that that I've got. And so you've got two options here on the right hand side. You can upload to the logbook, the Concept 2 logbook. So if I click on that for this one, it says my settings are not there because I haven't set them correctly in the Concept 2 logbook. But if I wanted to send this data straight to Coach Bergenroth, I could click the upload to Coach Bergenroth and click on that button. And now it's going to take you to a screen where it says, okay, well, what workout? So this is going to pull up all of your workouts. And what you can do is scroll to the workout that you want to upload that data to. So for this case, I'm going to upload the data to the March 15th 2K test. If I click on that, it's going to do a little bit of thinking, and once it's done with that, it's going to tell you the training has uploaded successfully, right? So now what's happened is you've uploaded that training to my training management system, and I should be able to see all of that in the training management system. So that's it. You're done. You don't have to do the Concept 2 logbook export and then import it into my system. Now you've got a way to just click on something and give me the data right off the bat. So that's pretty helpful. And so the other thing you can do here is if you go to peak power, we can do peak power testing. So if I click on that and I connect it, I can do a peak power test, which is basically like this 7-stroke or 10-stroke test. And there's protocols for this and things like that. But if I click 7-stroke test and then I actually row, 7 strokes as hard as I can row, this is a really good way to monitor strength over time to see if the strength and conditioning component is actually translating to speed. I'm not actually going to row it right now. But once you're done with this, that's going to store peak power testing data in the app. And what we can do is go back to the main menu and click on training data again. You see this bottom right hand corner, there's peak power testing. There's this first one didn't actually do anything because I didn't row on it. But this is all my peak power testing. So if I wanted to send that to the training management system so that I can review it, we can click this upload Coach Bergenroth button and click on it. And now that is sent to your account, the peak power testing data, which I'm currently working on you being able to view. But that's pretty helpful too if we're gonna look at peak power testing. So that's just a general overview of sort of using the app to help get your data over to me so I can review it. And there's more bells and whistles here, but I think that'll do for this video to give you a brief introduction. But the important thing again to note is that this first login is a separate account. It is not my training management system login. And to get the app synced with my training management system, you got to hit the settings bottom right here and then put in your email and password, and that's going to give you a token to use the system. You probably, if you use the app fairly regularly, will not have to redo this because every time you fire up the app, it refreshes the token for you. But if it will tell you if there's an issue, or you won't see your data show up in the my training tab button. So that gives you a clue that maybe it's time to re-log in again. But definitely a beta test. Don't think I have it all figured out, but anyway, should help with communication of data and things like that. So I guess one last thing is, if you wanted to save, if you want to send some data to me, you could hit training plan, you could hit the workout that you're working on. This is all the data that has gone, and then you can give me some notes here, and then you can go to the bottom and hit submit and update, and that is gonna send me an email when you hit that submit update, and I'm gonna know that you've recorded some data for me, and I'll be able to check it the next time I get to my computer. So hope this is helpful, and appreciate your willingness to test the app out. Thanks for watching.